Hey guys, so it's the end of the year, and what a year it was. Started with a bang. The S8 and S8 Plus redefined how a phone should look. Later on, the Galaxy Note 8 came, and it's overall the ultimate best phone of the year. It was certainly a great year for Samsung considering what happened last year, but the time has passed and it's time to move on to the Samsung Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus. We are entering the final phase. The nightmare phone for Apple is going in mass production. They are facing poor iPhone X sales already, and now the news is that the S9 will come early than expected without any pre-order phase to really hit Apple where it hurts. We're going to talk about that in detail, but all in all, things are getting finalized and we are less than 2 months away from the official announcement of the improved beast. So thanks to the on leaks, we saw how the Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus will look based on the official factory CAD drawing, and now there is another CAD that got leaked recently showing us the same design, and this time the fingerprint scanner is at a much better position with a little bit of a space. It's confirmed this is how it's going to happen. The space is there in between to separate it from the camera lens, so all of your 2017 Galaxy problems won't matter in 2018. And the headphone jack is still here, so thank you Samsung for keeping the best feature alive. We also have some components of the Galaxy S9 leaking all over the place, so this confirms the existence of the headphone jack. You can see that it does have a space for the headphone jack, and we actually heard a couple of months ago that Samsung will give users wireless Bluetooth AKG headphones right out of the box. Out of the box, meaning no extra cost, while still retaining the good old headphone jack. Now, there was no further news, but I have to say this is mad value if it really happens. Along with the component leaks, there has been so many Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus front panel leaks, and again, it confirms that the Infinity Design 1.0 is here to stay. The bottom bezel is 0.1mm thin compared to the Galaxy S8. It's not going to be that noticeable. Ice Universe didn't say anything about the design change. I guess this is the final look of the Galaxy S9. The dual cameras are only coming with the Galaxy S9 Plus, so it's going to be the premium pricey model, while the Galaxy S9 is going to rock just one camera on the back. We know what a one camera sensor can do on a phone thanks to the Google's Pixel 2 phone, so I expect the same from Samsung to bring the best to both the S9 and S9 Plus, such as the portrait mode with both front and back cameras, while giving the bigger model the ability to optical zoom. The Snapdragon 845 processor is really powerful. We saw this benchmark leak last week, and correction, it is S9 Plus, not the Galaxy S9, so you can see the model number, and the RAM says 5GB, but it's actually going to be 6GB, so we've seen this in other benchmark leaks as well, so don't worry about it, it will be 6GB of RAM. You can see the Snapdragon 845 scores better in multi-core than Exynos 9810 variant of the S9 as of now, and just yesterday, another Snapdragon 845 score leaked, and it is for the Xperia XZ2 phone, Sony's next big thing, and just in comparison with the Galaxy S9, you can see both scores are pretty similar, although the S9 Plus does score more in the multi-core, but yeah, I mean, they are looking very similar, and I'm more interested in how it will perform in real life. I mean, that performance matters the most. The browser benchmark also got leaked recently, showing us the highest browser score yet by a Samsung phone, coming at 511. The device model number, as you can see, is the G960F, which is the Galaxy S9 variant. The average mobile score achieved by current Samsung devices has been 490, so a little bit of improvement there. An incomplete spec leak revealing the current software version of the Galaxy S9, which is Android 8.0 Oreo. This is the software version on which Samsung is doing all of their testing, and of course right now the Oreo is not officially out yet. It's in beta for the Galaxy S8. I've done tons of coverage on my channel. It is expected to come officially in January, and by then the Galaxy S9 might end up getting the Android 8.1 version, as the Nexus phones and the Google phones are already running it in full speed. Also, the CPU column shows 8 in nuclear. I guess that might be the core reference or code name for the cores. Display size mentioned here is 5.8 inch. It's the same comfortable form factor as the Galaxy S8. I really like this size because it's big, and at the same time it's quite handy. Also, there is a heavy rumor that the Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus will have AKG tuned stereo speakers. We do have a changed speaker grill on the Galaxy S9 compared to the S8, so it feels kind of bigger and wider. That is a sign that sound will be seriously improved on the S9 and S9 Plus. The official cases for Galaxy S9 are now confirmed by a retailer. Samol.com has reported that HyperKnit cover will be a new addition to Samsung's accessories lineup. The LED view, clear view, Alcantara and protective covers are the same that we have seen before. Now, because these cases are the same as the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus, there is a chance that there won't be any new color option with the Galaxy S9. So it's going to be the same color options as their predecessors. Now, there are a lot of colors to choose from. We have gold, blue, orchid gray, black, but still a new color is much needed. So we might see a purple Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus color debuting for the first time. We heard the rumor like 2 or 3 weeks ago, but again, nothing further on that. So we have to wait for what's going to happen. And some more high-resolution case leaks. You can see the fingerprint scanner sits comfortably below the camera. Both the Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus model will have a space in between. A recent tweet by the one and only Ice Universe reveals some possible information on the Exynos 9810 processor. So it's the Exynos M3 architecture with possible support for Dynam-IQ, which is an ARM-based technology allowing multiple cores in a single fully integrated cluster for high performance. Now, thanks to Phone Arena, they have done an excellent job by compiling a comparison of the Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus dimension as provided by OnLeak. So first up, it is being compared to the last year's Galaxy S8. It's slightly smaller in height and slightly smaller in width as well. So on the back, the fingerprint scanner has gone below the camera. That's the only main visual change that you're going to see compared to the Galaxy S8. Same thing with the S9 Plus model. It's smaller in height, slightly smaller in width. And on the back, we have the dual camera plus fingerprint scanner, which is the main big visual change. And here are the benchmark gains, both in multi-core and single core. We are getting improvements, but mainly in multi-core. You can see near 2000 score gain in the multi-core score department. Moving on, the S9 Plus against the Galaxy Note 8, and we have a more rounded design. It's going to be a bit more comfortable to hold, slightly smaller in height and width, and on the back, the cameras have gone vertical compared to horizontal on the Galaxy Note 8. And here are the benchmark results. As you can see, the single core score is quite the same. I mean, a little bit improvements, but the main score improvement is in the multi-core department, 8,351 compared to 6,725. Next up, Galaxy S9 against the 90s VCR, and this is an insult. I mean, it's not even a comparison. Thank God Apple made the iPhone X. I mean, this is just so dead outdated. So S9 versus the iPhone X, and about the same width, but the Galaxy S9 has curved edges with almost no side bezel, so it looks bigger. And of course, the iPhone X does have 4mm bezel all around it. The iPhone X does have a smaller body in terms of height, so it might be a little bit more handy than Galaxy S9 with that notch in the middle. Looking at the benchmark scores, clearly the iPhone X it is untouchable. I mean, look at the single core score, 4,237. I think even the next year's processor might not be able to reach that level. And in terms of multi-core score, we have 10,360. It's the most powerful processor in terms of numbers on a smartphone right now. So still, Apple 11 is the Lightning McQueen of the phones, but you can definitely see that Android is catching up. We'll see how the real performance will go. The S9 Plus versus the Pixel 2 XL, you can see smaller in width, a little bit bigger in length, and all in all, much better bezel ratio. Of course, Pixel does have those front-firing speakers with those bezels, but overall the S9 Plus has that futuristic thing going on. Taking a look at the benchmark score, again, the same story. Main gains are here with the multi-core score. And lastly, S9 versus the S9 Plus, and you can see a much better size with the Galaxy S9, quite small in length and width. Obviously with S9 Plus, you get a huge screen, so it is more for hardcore Sammy fans who like it big. But yeah, both have their advantages, but you are indeed getting more features with the S9 Plus, which is why I'm personally more interested in the S9 Plus, since it will rock more cameras on the back, more RAM, and of course a bigger battery. And speaking of battery, the Galaxy S9 is expected to rock a 3200 mAh battery, while the S9 Plus will rock a 36 or a 3700 mAh cell. Can't wait to see the drain game of these upcoming beasts. The reason behind the bigger battery is actually more space. Yes, thanks to the advanced SLP circuit boards, the components are placed much tighter, which is why there's more space for other things such as battery. And Samsung, unlike HTC, will surely utilize this space and feature a bigger battery. And once again, the new report from China says that the Galaxy S9 family will get announced officially in February at MWC 2018, and it will get released in the first week or first days of the month of March worldwide, which is a bad news for Apple as their shares are down nearly 3%. The sales of the iPhone X are not going as expected. A report from Taiwan's Economic Daily says that Apple will cut forecast to 30 million units, which is down from 50 million units. And if true, it is going to be a big loss for Apple and those investors who are waiting for that super cycle of iPhone X sales. Galaxy S9 coming early will only make things worse for Apple. ET News says that Samsung has already placed orders for the parts of the Galaxy S9 with production going full scale in January, and this time there won't be a pre-order phase, meaning the Galaxy S9 will go on general sale in March in order to capitalize on this opportunity. And I talked about this months ago. iPhone X was really hard to get in the early days. It was virtually impossible to get it on the launch day. I barely got it myself. It was literally the last 256GB piece they had, and only recently they started getting a consistent supply of iPhone X, but now the time is almost up. Because if Samsung launches the Galaxy S9 early, then Apple will roughly get about 6 weeks of iPhone X sales before all the advertisement and the promotion stuff for the new Galaxy S9 comes along. So the S9 is truly a nightmare phone for Apple. It can really mess things up, and I think that's exactly what Samsung will do, since there is no major design change and there's no major thing happening. So I guess there's nothing stopping Samsung for releasing this beast early. So I guess we'll see the Galaxy S9 really soon. We're less than 2 months away. Let me know what you think about the Galaxy S9 and the Apple situation. I would love to hear your thoughts. Are you more interested in S9 or S9 Plus? Let me know, and why not subscribe to the channel for future content? I make videos every single day almost, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.